Belief is something that you shouldn't put our heart on. But what I can say is that the reason why Africa is sinking is because we believe, we put all our hopes in this whole book, Bible, and Quran and other books, religious book, thinking that this book is going to show us, give us the idea how to develop, how to make things happening, how we can make money, how everything, or God is going to bless us. That's our mistake. Now look at, go to China right now, look at China. China, they don't have even Bible over there. Quran over there, they don't have it. But look at them. They are developing. So are you telling me God is not blessing them? So who is blessing them then? Why are you so developing? Technology everywhere. Why are they making things happen? Why? Have you asked why? These people are too much. They are different. Why? There's no church, there's no mosque there. Why? Look at Africa, my country for instance, Ghana. We have about over thousands of churches. Thousands of churches. But look at how people are suffering over there. The country is still under development.
I was in Ghana, right? I found out that certain churches have a certain private schools, right? And then the private schools, the individuals that are paying their tithes and their offerings and their contributions, monthly contribution or weekly contributions, their children are not even having access to the schools. And the schools have computers. So listen, I wanted you, if you as a pastor open a school, what is that the way it's supposed to?
No. You open a school with the church money, with the church members' money. But the church member cannot even afford it because it's expensive. Because they take outsiders more than the church members. Because they know that if you church member try to come in, you're not going to spend much, you're not going to pay nothing, because they're going to give you like a 50% off of the fees. So in this case, the church is going to lose money, the school is going to lose money. So in this case, they don't want to admit you as a member, but they admit outsiders.
So they don't want to know where my money is coming from.
So in this case, the money will be coming in from outsiders, but not from church, because the church members, they get advantage, like I say, okay, I'm in this church, that's my church school, so I'm going to pay 50% only. I'm not going to pay 100%. But outsiders pay 100%. So I'll rather go for 100% because this tells you they like money.
So this brought me back to the question, Wake Up Africa. This is your post for last statement. And I want you to put us directly, because the last time you talked about how Africa needs to wake up. And today, as you are saying, we've conquered about religion, about Jesus Christ itself, Christianity and others, and we conquered about how, now we are going to talk about how do you think Africa needs to wake up?
Now, how we can wake up from this is by we do away with the books. First of all, we need to make sure that even though prayer helps, okay, it helps only 1%. 99% is your effort. If you really want to make money, you need to work hard. Wake up early, go to work. Stop going to church from Monday to Saturday, Monday to Sunday. Stop doing that. Doing that, you are wasting your time. And you're still going to blame God. Why I'm not doing this? Why? But God has given you idea, knowledge. Work hard, and He will help you. Now look at something here. Let me bring this scenario, okay? Let me tell you the reason why Africa, we are always lacking behind. I'm giving you a scenario here.
Okay.
Imagine you are on the street, walking on the street, and you saw iPhone 15. Brand new,
not yet
brand
available.
New.
It's not that available.
Yes,
Let's just
not yet available.
Yeah.
iPhone 15. You saw it on the street, and you just took it out. Wow, this iPhone 15. What are you going to do with the iPhone? Are you going to use the phone, or are you going to look for the manufacturer of the phone?
And the owner of the phone.
The manufacturer.
Okay. Here,
the manufacturer of the phone is the one you are going to look for, or you're going to start using the phone.
I found money, I use it.
You're going to use it. Yeah. So you're going to use the phone. You're going to see how the WhatsApp, the Facebook, everything is going to work on the phone.
Yeah.
It's iPhone 15. But look at how the Christianity, like the Bible, is doing to Africans. You came to this world. God has given you everything you need: land, sea, water bodies, everything, gold, minerals, timber, everything, cocoa. You're still looking for the creator of all these things.
I know don't understand why you talking about it. So meaning that instead of Africans to be able to work with what they get,
they are looking for
the creator.
We are looking for the creator.
And they praise him.
Yeah, you're looking for the creator.
I praise him.
Praise him. And somebody
so wait. This is mean that we live in the phone. We leave the phone and they say, God. You know, like, who created this phone? The phone is on the floor. And then guess what? The pastor just come and took it and say, wait, let me tell you the creator.
Yeah.
You need to praise that mother. No, sorry. You need to praise that person. And you need to praise that person and you need to give soul to the person. That's created.
Exactly. So now you understand my scenario.
I understand.
So God have given us everything in Africa. Tell us that the world is dependent on Africa for 100%. Everything comes from Africa. But we have living all these things there. We are looking for the creator of this person. The person who did this, who did all this thing. The person doesn't need it. He just created you there. Use it. Make money from this.
I was thinking you talk about finding it. I was thinking you talk about finding it. Man. You know, I was thinking when you say you see iPhone 15, right? I know it because you know only iPhone 12 or 13, iPhone 12 Pro that's available. But when you talk about iPhone 15, meaning that if you found something expensive like iPhone 15, you need to put it into good use. So meaning that if you found it but you still want to know who the creator is.
Who can manufacture the iPhone? That's religion.
So that's how, that's why you need, Africa needs to wake
up.
Wow. If you're watching Panter TV. Today, I'm learning a lot from Mr. Castro. If you see iPhone 15, I know it's not that available, but what I'm saying is, Mr. Castro already defined it. If you see an expensive, or if you're staying in Africa, whatever you got there, gold, diamond, bauxite, silver, roadside, iron ore, water, salt, anything you got there, you don't need to find or thank the creator if you're not making good use of it. Take it first and then put it into good use. God damn it. This nigga just broke my head. Alright, so Mr. Castro. Mr. Castro. So that's one way Africa needs to wake up. Africa needs to take advantage of what they got.
What they have it here right now in Africa. They did think about that, those things, the resource, what they have. What can have to develop the country.
So what about you thinking you expect we got for spiritual leaders or politicians? The pastors already do business, but I'm talking about the religion, like the leaders we got.
They didn't get a ticket.
Like politicians. And
yes. They are using the same thing, the same scenario, okay? Because the church is helping them. Because that's why they cannot talk about it too much. If you look at Africa, for instance, look at something here, they will see that, oh, okay, these people are controlling the masses. You see? They are controlling the church members. They are there to help people to come there and tell them their problems. Instead of you in your area, there's no road, there's no water, there's no like market. Instead of you to find your MP, a member of parliament, or instead of you to find your government and discuss issues with them, you rather go to church
to pray.
To pray to the pastor, help me. My street is this, and then we need money within this. You're praying to the pastor, meanwhile the government, they are there sleeping. So in this case, the government, they've seen that this thing is good. So in this case, they are not going to discuss nothing. They're not going to close down the churches. They're going to leave it to control the masses for them. So they will stay back.
Well, if you see me laughing, I'm not laughing because what Mr. Castro is saying is true. But I'm just laughing because this is me, like knowing that to solve arithmetic in school is easy. You don't need to find X. X is already there. So Mr. Castro, when what you're saying is me understanding that it was not a difficult situation or difficult math to solve. So that's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing because of I understand all this thing. I'm laughing because this is how simple it is. You know. So so Mr. Castro, let's go back. Let's go over it. Yeah. So now you are saying that the masses is being controlled by the pastors, and the pastors is being controlled by the leaders, right?
So in this case, they have to leave them to work for them. So instead of you to tell you don't have a job in your society, in your community, instead of to blame the politicians about this to help you to get some jobs in your community, you still go to church. Tell God you're suffering, you need money. Oh God, help me! I don't have a job and all kind of stuff. So now you're leaving your politician. They are sitting there and they're just relaxing. And then the blames and the problems are not coming to them, but they go into a pastor. So the pastor will handle it for them. So here, these politicians are not going to close down your church because they don't care. They know, oh, you are helping us. Yeah. That's why they allow people to open churches in the country. So you people are controlling the masses for them, and don't sit back and just spending their money.
Do you know what happened in Nigeria a few days ago? I think I listened. It was a story from somebody.
Yeah.
The guy is a pastor. He went to church. Instead of him praising Jesus Christ, this was a Christmas, the Sunday after Christmas, right? Instead of him praising the pastor, the Jesus Christ or the birth of Jesus Christ, like you said, it's not possible. But instead of him saying about it, he was talking about a politician or somebody that is going to stand for president in Nigeria after Buhari. And it was so pity that he was so sensitizing on it. Say, when he was sleeping, this person was killing himself. We were talking about the great grandfather of the person. And to be frank with you, people were just shouting amen. They don't even know what they were shouting about.
Because they believe in your pastors too much. You know, in Africa right now, they've taken pastors as everything. Even some pastors have invaded into some people's family. They decide for the family. Even some families, before a woman gets married, if the pastor says no, the woman will say no, because the pastor is everything for them, and this is a problem.
I now understand your post. I definitely now understand the reason why you posted Africa needs to wake up, not religion. So okay, let's bring me back to the youth. So far you're from Ghana. Let's say since you're from Ghana, which is West Africa, you might be able to see West Africa, right?
Yeah, West Africa.
West Africa. So that means you might be able to see other countries close to West Africa. I'm talking about Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Liberia. So what do you think is going on? Do you think they're waking up or they're still waking up?
No, they are still Africa. We are still sleeping. We are still sleeping.
What about the NSAS situation? Was that
NSAS situation was something that I think was about the brutality. I think about the police, about the government. This is what I was talking about the government, how they control the masses, and I think it was something about the security issues in Nigeria. But
they were able to solve it.
Which they didn't go well in the beginning, because I think they were just killing the youth based on if you see having money and that kind of stuff. So it's something that I think it's been dealt with already. They've solved that issue, and I think I'm just hoping the best for them. And in Nigeria, religion is something that is killing them a lot. In Nigeria, it's like religion is like, I don't know how to put it, because all the pastors over there, it seems like they're rich. Some have jets and all kind of stuff, big schools, universities and all that. And meanwhile, the church members are still struggling. This is something I don't understand. Let me bring you back somewhere. What is religion? Religion is about, you go to church about what? You go to church because of you don't want to go to hell, because Satan is disturbing you, yes?
Yes.
Who created Satan?
God. That's what I read.
So now wait, God created Satan, yes?
Yes.
Did God know that Satan was going to disturb the children?
Yeah, because it's God, I think he knows.
So if God knows that God knows that Satan was going to disturb his children, then why did God create hell? Now look at wait. Right now, just wait. Let me just take it back again.
Okay.
This is what I mean. Christianity is based on what? It's based on, I'm afraid to die to go to hell.
Yes.
I want to go to heaven.
Yeah.
Hell was created by who?
God.
Okay, now, Satan is the cause of people going to hell, yes?
Yes.
Good. Who created Satan?
God.
If it's God.
No, I don't want to answer this.
No. You need to answer, because you are here with me.
Okay.
It's God, because that's what we all know. It's God that created Satan.
Yes.
So you don't accept that when God was in the process of creating this Satan, he didn't know that in near future, this person is going to disturb my children.
He knows.
So if God knows that I'm creating you, and I know you're going to disturb my children, and God still continues to create this person, then why do God have to also blame Satan?
Or us?
Or even the children?
Even the children, because...
Why? Because you knew that this person is going to disturb them. So why did you have to create hell for them to be in the hell? Because you know that this person I'm creating right now is Satan. And in the future right now, this person is going to disturb my children. And you also created hell for them. It doesn't even make sense here.
If you're watching Panter TV. It's sensational for Mr. Castro. Yo, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Really?
And we're going to be on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and then we're going to have our own group. Talk with Panter. Once again with Mr. Castro. And the last time he was here, he was talking about religion is one of the way Africa needs to wake up, especially the youth. So he's here back again to give us the way forward for it. So Mr. Castro, the final word for individuals that are listening to you back home. They want to know, what way do you think Africa is going to move forward?
Yes, as I said earlier, okay, we have a lot of work to do. A lot of work. And I say there's a lot of work because for us to be free is going to be difficult. First things first, as I said earlier, the religion as a whole, as a whole, is right now it's like slavery, and we think that we are free. Okay, we are free from slavery for years ago and all that, but mentally we are not.
But wait. If you think we are in slavery, I don't think slavery basically means for a black pastor, because as for me, as an individual, I understand the word slavery. It means you being ruled by a white person. So how can you define what you're saying right now?
Because you left away with everything. You just do away with them. Oh, we are not saved. We are on our own. But you didn't do away with one book.
Okay. So meaning the manual is still with us.
The manual is with us because the book to us and the manual is still holding up. Now look at Africa for instance. Look at English for instance. We are all using English as our language. But our language is not English.
Yes, definitely.
Look at other countries, okay, in the world. Look at Germany. Look at China. Look at Russia, big countries. Look at them. They speak their language.
One important post that everybody forgot about is you saying that we need to do a checkup for our leaders. Let's forget about religion right now. Let's go to politics. You say there is a way for us to take our leaders for brain checkup. I don't know if you remember that post.
Yes. about the post, what I say about the leaders is that there's supposed to be a third force. When I say a third force, there's supposed to be a movement that can teach the leaders a lesson. The reason I'm saying that is that because this force can form in a way that we are going to stand as a whole. We are going to give a plan, okay? We're going to give a plan for the country. Now, let's say in the country, let's say about 30 million people, okay, in the country. If about 1 million or even 2 million people come together and say we want a plan for the nation. The plan we want for the nation is like this. We want a situation whereby if this president, the power, tried to do something and they couldn't finish, and maybe the opposition come to power, he's supposed to continue what the people's government did. We have this situation in Africa in a way that a lot of uncompleted projects. And this is taxpayers' money. It's the country resources. They're wasting it for nothing.
Yeah.
One is trying to build a school, build a very big school somewhere. But because it's now not in power, the other one can know. I'm going to build different ones. Start from scratch. Meanwhile, you're supposed to complete this thing.
Maybe because let's say for example, I'm the councillor or the honorable, right? I came from this particular ethnicity group wearing like Yoruba, Shabro, or whatever, right? And this other person came from this other part, and I wanted to just say he wants to build it in his own hometown. I want to build it in my own town. Don't you think that's the difference?
No. That is a tribalism. Not that. That's how the case is. Because we are in a situation whereby even the capital itself, they have a lot of uncompleted projects out there, affordable houses. For example, I'm talking for instance, like my country, for instance. A lot of these things happen in a lot of in African countries. This one comes, you forget about this. He doesn't care about what happened. He doesn't want to look about it. All he cares is let me start with a new one. And you're wasting the country resources, with country money. It's going away. But if this third force can come together, as I'm saying, we decide for the nation. We want this plan, about 30 years plan for the nation. We want every city to be developed. Every village, they're supposed to be light. They're supposed to be water. We want this plan, like 30 years plan for the nation. So now if you set it there already, And these two parties will come to meeting with us. If you agree with our proposal, we're going to vote for you. Give you all the power. And we're going to sign a contract. We're going to sign everything. Courts, everything's going to be signed before we give you the power. So in this case, there's no way you're going to play around. Okay? If we try to do this way, there's a way that it can help Africa to develop in a way that corruption, okay? It can do away with corruption. Because situation whereby nobody cares about that. Nobody cares. If you come 4 years, you go away. 4 years, you go away. If I come 4 years, I just spend the money I want, I just go away. I don't care.
Okay. Listen, I definitely understand what you're saying. I believe that what you're saying, viewers are going to comment on this. But one important question I want to ask. Since the last time you've been here, or since the previous year, youth might be asking two questions. 1A and 1B. One first question is, have you thinking that the youth already wake up already to try to solve the development in Africa due to what happened in Nigeria, South Africa, Cameroon, Congo, and other parts, even Sierra Leone? Okay, let's forget about Sierra Leone right now. Let's just say Nigeria, Ghana, and other places. Or do you think that there is another way, or they are still sleeping?
I think they're still sleeping because you as a youth, you are fighting for somebody's father.
To become the president.
To become the president. To become the MP. To become the member of parliament, whoever it is. You are fighting for the president to come and spend your own money. This person doesn't even care about you.
Exactly.
You are killing yourself for this person. Instead of you to care about your society. You don't have water. You don't have electricity. You don't have roads. Instead of you to demonstrate about this kind of situation, you are rather fighting for somebody's father to come to power to spend your own money.
To steal the money, not spend it, steal it.
Steal your own money away. You're happy doing this for them. When this thing is going on, the campaign and all these things going on, do you see their children around that?
Nah. Like for what's happening in America right now, right? I know you don't like to talk about foreign countries, you just love to speaking about America. But this is the same thing that's happening in America. American people hate where they doing racism or stuff, they're vandalizing their stuff. What do you think about it? Just give me one question, 1 minute on that. I know you don't love to speak about America and stuff.
Right now, what is happening in the US right now, I just saw some of the videos going on viral and all that. I realized that I can see the protests going, the white people in front and all that. But I'm seeing the police are being calm on them. Okay, and it's something that is fine.
So what do you think the police have been calm on them?
Of course, this is a white situation. This is something that everybody knows about. You know, when we were fighting about the
Black
Lives Matters around the world, everybody, we saw what happened. How people were just throwing guns and all kind of stuff, and people died and all that. You know what happened that time. So right now, there's far different. This tells you where you stand as a black man.
So let's say, if you're watching Panter TV, and as a black man in US or wherever you are, let's say Europe or whatever country you are, you need to be awake. This is what Mr. Castro is saying. So basically, you need to be awakened and you need to be focusing on your future of Africa, future of our motherland. You know, don't forget about you being having more intelligence about religion itself. You know, religion itself is one of the ways Mr. Castro already emphasized on. So Mr. Castro, I just want you to emphasize on, what do you think is going to be the next move of Donald Trump, the president of America?
Right now, I just read a post right now. I think he's been terminated. I think from even the social media, they blocked the account. Yes. I think there's on Facebook and Twitter, everything's been blocked. Because now there's no way of interacting with the people out there. And I think even the party, his party are not happy about the situation, and I think they are trying to even take him out from office or something like that. I saw the post right now from Al Jazeera. So I think there's bad things going to happen if care not taken for him. And even about him, there's a lot of things happening about this particular person. This is Trump, because even Iran people are still also having issues. Iran people are calling him to come to court, according to them, with what happened last year in somewhere February, about the death of their defense minister. Okay, it was ordered by Trump. Trump is the one who gave that kind of order.
It was tweeted by Trump.
Yes, and the American drone was able to kill this. I don't know what happened. This defense minister of Iran. And now I see, I just read this post right now. They are calling on Trump to come to court to tell the reason why this thing happened, And this is another issue that is standing by. So there's a lot of things that Trump is going to face if not cannot take it, really.
Okay. So, as an individual, you've been in Africa. If I ask you, can you name 5 countries that you think development has been taking place since the day you were born to now?
Development.
Yeah, development. Like a country you think that moving to progress.
Well, what can I say?
No, because you cannot say all African countries are falling on the ground, man. I know
what I can say right now is there's one country, only one I can say.
Which one?
Is Rwanda.
Rwanda? Yeah, no, Rwanda president is doing very well.
That is the president I can say that he's doing great. You know why? Because this person's like, is focused.
I think he's actually focused.
And you know what happened right now?
Yeah.
The religion we're talking about here, this person is closing down churches in the country. No, he saw something.
Yeah, definitely.
And he saw this thing is going to just spoil my economy, spoil the country. It's going to give bad minds to the people in the country, lazy people. Because the religion have put people like in the way that they're being lazy in the room. Yeah. They depend on the God, praising and all kind of stuff. You don't want to work.
Like what happened in Nigeria? Sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
Like what happened in Nigeria? Amrabo, they want to come to the particular city, right? And they write a letter. They say we are coming to the city to rob you guys. So you better comply. If you don't comply, we're gonna make sure that there's gonna be a massive killing. And you know what people start doing? They start praying to God. So that's what happened in Nigeria.
You know, and that's the problem, because praying to God, prayer only works for me is only 1%. Only 1%. If prayer works, it's only 1%, because 99% is by yourself. Because if you don't do anything by yourself, God is not going to do it for you. For example, if you're in a room here right now praying every day, God is not going to give you food to eat.
Nah,
you're going to die, man. Your rent is going to end up. How are you going to pay for that? God is not going to help you to do that. You need to work out to solve what this issue is by yourself. That's why I made a scenario before that God has given you everything. Use your mind. Use how to be creative by yourself. Work hard towards it and achieve something good. Because if you depend on Him, I don't know why you should do that. He have given you everything. So this person will be sitting out there, watching you like, what this guy is doing, I don't know. I gave him everything, but what is he doing with that?
So it's like God giving you talent and you're multiplying the talent.
You just have to stay there. You stay there just looking for Him. Looking for Him is not going to change nothing. Now you be in church every day looking for the person who created this earth. But the person has given you everything you need. But you're still looking for the person. For what? Why don't you use the thing that He gave it to you to do something?
It's like what Mr. Castro said before. If you find iPhone 15, you want to know the creator instead of you using it.
Because yes, you saw an iPhone 15 on the road. Yeah. You just took the iPhone. You are still looking for the manufacturer of the iPhone before you can use it or what? Meanwhile, the iPhone is that you can just download your Facebook, WhatsApp,
and they start using it.
But you don't want to use it. You're just looking for the manufacturer, the person who created the iPhone.
That means you're just wasting your time.
That's what we are doing as a guy.
Africa. This is Africa needs to wake up. So, Mr. Castro, for us to finalize the time, I know you're a very busy man. I can see you're watching your time right now. So, what is your final word for Africans? Due to religion, politics, and everything.
Let me sum up right now, everything together. What I can say is that we all believe that heaven and hell, is something that everybody wants to be there, heaven and all that. But what I can say, heaven, is here on this earth. You know why?
Why?
Good. This is the reason why Africa is lagging behind. We don't want to build this country, build the earth, thinking that we are going somewhere. So we're just leaving everything here because we are building our stuff out there. We're going to stay on gold and all kind of stuff, work on gold and all that. But look at the white people, the country. These people don't even go to church like us.
Yeah.
They don't care about the Bible. They don't care about nothing. What they do is work. Look at their country. Are these people building their heaven on earth? Or they want to go somewhere else?
I think they're building.
Look at their country right now. Building everything beautiful. Look at some country like China.
Yo, Africa, wake up. This is time for Africa to wake up. So Mr. Castro already give us the thing. My final word is this. Mr. Castro, this is my final word. I did a movie 10 years ago. I will not believe that a lot of people that partake in my movie were not able to watch my movie up to now. You know, Africa still don't have internet.
Okay.
Africa, wake up, wake up. We need to hold our leader responsible.
That is what you just said right now. I know that. This are situations like this, okay? We all put in the blame
Oh God.
on God. Instead of putting on the politicians. Because right now we think that God is going to help us with the internet also. So everything we're fighting for that. And this is not happening.
My auntie just called me and said I wasted up to like $50 or $40 to watch just the first episode of my movie that is 24 minutes or 44 minutes. He's like, I cannot watch it, I want to watch it. Can you send me the direct link? I'm like, this is it. There's no internet in Africa.
So actually there's so many things, bro. What I can say right now is that, let me sum up in the way that the Bible, the book we all came about, they're all history book, okay? History book in the sense that what you need to do is to think outside the box. We all think inside the box in a way that we're thinking the Bible is everything, or the Quran is everything, or whatever. It's everything, all the religions are everything, the books are everything. But it's not how it's supposed to work. Just be focused and work hard, okay?
Focus and work hard. Thank you very much, Mr. Castro. See you back again. Listen, don't forget to subscribe to Panter TV. And we're going to call Mr. Castro once again back into Panter TV studio. If you're watching Talk with Panter. And Mr. Castro told you, Africa, you need to wake up. Whether you're a youth, whether you're a politician, or a religious leader, especially the youth. And the old people, we don't have to blame them, but you just have to let them know that we are smarter than them in a way that we read more than they do. So listen, this is the 21st century. As you already know, it's 2021. So you need to be smarter and you need to be more focused on developing Africa. I need to stand up for your right. Like Lucky Dube or Bob Marley said, stand up for your right.